Hi, I'm Cameron. I don't just read comics, I love them. And welcome back to another episode of Cameron Reads Comics. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Murder Falcon. Okay, so I just want you guys to know it is my second time trying to record this video because my mic went dead last time. So I recorded 10 minutes of bad audio. And it is so worth it for this book to get a second recording. Why? Because it's freaking Daniel Warren Johnson. That is why. I'm currently reading my way through all of Daniel Warren Johnson's work. I recently just did a video about Wonder Woman Dead Earth. So now I'm reading Murder Falcon, and it is so freaking good. This volume collects Murder Falcon, issues number 1 through 8. This is an indie comic, so you really don't have to read anything else. Pick this up, come along for the ride. If you're ever in a comic book slump, please come read an indie comic with us, okay? If you ever want to worry about how many Robins there are, or whether or not this is before or after Crisis on Infinite Earths, or is Peter Parker's secret identity revealed to the world as Spider-Man? If you don't want to worry about any of that, come check out an indie comic, because this kind of story gets me over all of my comic book slumps. You don't even know anything, okay? Just come on. Hop in. The water's fine. For the story itself, if I was trying to convince anyone to read Daniel Warren Johnson or get an understanding of what his style is like, I would say this is the book. Look no further than Murder Falcon. I think it captures every theme that he loves writing about so well, so perfectly. I think it captures his art perfectly well, what he likes to draw, all of it. I think look no further than right here. So this story takes place in a world, a normal world, but monsters are coming to take over. Monsters occupy the world, but they haven't started attacking yet. Some are just like straight chilling. And it's in this setting that we find our protagonist, Jake. Jake has now gone through so much. He's very sad. He's been booted from he quit his band, Bruticus. They're a heavy metal band. He's been ravaged by brain cancer, and he's lost his partner. He's just not in a good place. But then he meets Murder Falcon. And Murder Falcon is like a spirit animal, I guess would be the best way to put it, but he exists in real life. He's a sick-looking bird man who's super buff, and he has a robot arm. And the main general story idea is that when Jake plays heavy metal music, Murder Falcon fights all these monster kaijus. And it is so cool. Yeah, and so like the gnarlier he plays, the gnarlier the fights are. The story follows Jake as he grows a band to become the greatest metal band on the planet, saving Earth from these monsters. These monsters are from a dimension called the Heavy. And then the cool part is that every band member is someone who has experienced loss or someone in Jake's life who was a part of it. Healing takes place as this band grows, and the story tone changes from loss to forgiveness and moving on in spite of your hurt. And those are these crazy, so you have these out of this world monster kaiju moments, literally, while these crazy forgiveness, human relationship stories are like intertwining in like such a beautiful way. It's balanced absolutely perfectly. And I think that's the greatest strength of this story, is that they're able to do all of these things on these pages. Every character dynamic brings something different to the table, and every character finds catharsis through playing their instruments differently. The idea, in my opinion, is that we can defeat our demons through art. That's a main theme of this book. And that's kind of what I want you guys to walk away knowing the story is about. And I want you to pick it up. Now for the art. Okay, so you've all heard me talk about Daniel Warren Johnson's art and how much I love it. So for this book in particular, I want to talk about a couple different things. The character designs. The character designs in this book are so interesting and unique. The band members look so punk rock or so heavy metal, and their hair is so big and so their look expresses so much about them, and it doesn't take away from their ability to convey emotion. Wonderful, great balance. Honestly, it's the monsters in this story that really just set it apart. You can tell that Daniel Warren Johnson had so much fun drawing these insane, crazy monsters. And also, the world building in this story is absolutely crazy. That you're going all over the world chasing these monsters, and then you're also going into another dimension. Like, the crazy simplicity and characterization of the heavy that you see is just incredible. I loved it. It's perfect. And I also want to say the moments when the band members play their instruments for the first time is also so freaking cool. My favorite piece of art on the entire page is when they find the lead singer for the band. It's just a double page spread, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm not sharing it with you because I want you guys to go check it out. And also, major props to Mike Spicer on coloring. I don't want anyone else to work on a book like this with Daniel Warren Johnson, because I think they have a great thing going right now. I think it's one of the great collaborative teams currently working in comics, and I think they both just got Eisners for that. Now we are at the rating. This book is a 10 out of 10. And the price for it, for this little trade, is $20. I think the hardcover is going for $40. If that's your jam, go pick it up. This is just fine for me. I feel like it's very personal to me now. It's just so good. I want everyone to go read this, and I'm to the point where I think I'd say I couldn't comprehend anyone who doesn't automatically fall in love with this book. It's beautiful, perfect, masterful storytelling. It has all of the things, and it balances them perfectly well. All of them make each other better. It's so cool. My name's Cameron, and I just read comics. I love them. I'll see you guys next time.